Okay, y'all, I'm going to make a quick video here because I need to test my setup out. But I'm just going to go ahead and still kind of straightening up here a little bit. I'm going to put a clasp on this chain. And this chain is, let's see, it's not super long. I want to say it's only like 14 inches. Let's see. Measuring tape right here, just out of camera view. Yes, it is 14.5 inch long chain that I'm going to put a clasp on. There's the clasp, jump rings, and I'm also, because I may want to wear it longer than 14 inches, I'm going to add a tail chain. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. What you'll need is, of course, a pendant that you want to put on a chain. You'll need the chain, you'll need 2 jump rings that open, you'll need a clasp. I have a lobster claw clasp here, and you'll need a length chain to use as a tail chain to make your necklace longer in case you want to wear it longer. The first thing to do to open your jump ring, and to open your jump ring, you give it a little twisting motion. Like this. Okay, let's see. So it's open, can you see that? Okay, and then you just hook it on the end of your chain, like that. And it really is this simple. And now right now, you have the option of putting the clasp on for a right-handed or a left-handed person. And I like to give my customers that option. I always include a free chain of the length of their choice with all of their pendants, and they can also let me know if they want the clasp to go on the left. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to go ahead and put the clasp on the right because that works better for me. And then you just twist the jump ring closed. Then again on the other side, same thing. Twist. Put on the chain. I'm trying to monitor how it looks on the camera and watch what I'm doing at the same time. So I got my eyes on 4 different things. Okay, closed. And so that's all there is to it, to putting a chain together. So that's done. Now, if I want to wear this pendant longer, because 14 inches is going to drop it just below, you know, that little divot where your collarbones connect, it's going to be just right about there. But if I want to wear it longer, I have a measuring tape just out of the, let's see if I can adjust the camera so you can see it. Oh, there's a measuring tape, see? So measure there. Okay, so we're going to measure out 2 inches. Let me see, so 14, 15, 16. Let's go ahead and make it 3 inches. So we'll just measure out 3 inches, and then same thing, twist to open. This chain's a little bit different. It is a, this is called a peanut chain, and it's called a peanut chain because of the peanut shape of the link that connects the larger links. I like to use it for a tail chain because then you can hook onto any one of those larger chains. And to add that, it's really simple. You just add it to your end jump ring. I could even take that jump ring off and just use the tail chain. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I really think that would just work out better. You see what I did there? Because I'm playing with copper wire, I was able just to use my thumbnail as leverage. You know what? I think I'm going to have to use that jump ring Okay, so I'm going to have to use the jump ring after all to connect the chain because it's too wide to go through the link. So these are little 1.5 millimeter links, and the chain was just too wide, so we'll just do it that way. See what we did there? Oh, this is coming open at the bottom. Now to end, I like to end the tail chains with something decorative that would match the pendant. Oh, and I also need to add my my tag, because you always want to sign your work. And I just happen to have, well, not happen, I actually went out and planned it, but I got a stamp that has the initials of my business and my logo. And so I hand stamp that and I connect it to all of my work when possible. And there's some pieces, very few, but there are some pieces where it's just not possible to be able to connect it. I need another jump ring. I actually would prefer to use, and I think I will, I'm just going to go ahead and use a link off the chain here. So we're going to do this. We're going to disassemble just real quick here. That. I'm going to take one link and I'm going to open it here. And then I'm going to put this back on. Maybe. Okay. Okay, put that back on. Man, I hit that one hard with the hammer. It's flattened. Ah. Okay, but it's a personal piece, so it's okay. This learning how to hand stamp, there's definitely a learning curve there, and a lot of my stamps have not come out perfect. I've used up a lot of material in the learning process. Okay, so now it's signed. The only thing I have not done is add a little decorative touch to the very end of the tail chain, which is something I would like to do, but I don't have all the materials handy right here. And I know myself well enough to know that it might take me 72 hours to get them collected if I were to wander off. So we're just going to end that now, and I'll add the tail chain at another, or the decorative touch at another time, but that is how you add a clasp to a chain. The pendant here is a Four Seasons Tree of Life. It is the prototype for the design that I settled on that is currently available in my Harvest Moon collection in my Etsy shop. And that will be available through, let me see, what is today? We're in October. It's going to be available for a couple more weeks or until it sells out, whichever comes first. So there is limited availability on this. Okay, so in record time, I have managed to get my little decorative doodad put together here that I'm going to put on the end of my tail chain. And I was just fixing to do that, and I thought, well, heck, I may as well just add this on to the end of the video so I don't leave people hanging and they can see how I finished it. So I already have the chain ready. So did you see that? I just opened the end of the tail chain. I'm just going to stick that on, and then we're just going to twist it shut. But with the peanut chain, I have to be careful because I got to make sure it stays at the one end that I want it at, because it meets in the middle. I don't want it going past. And I'm going to make sure this is shut all the way. There. I got it. There we go. And she's done. And I may have shattered an amethyst when I was making it.